Hey everyone! Welcome back! I am back today with more Attack on Titan. You guys, I'm really excited. If you're joining me early today, you know what it means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. So, last episode of Attack on Titan was really good. And it was a great, it was a good action episode because we got to see, I love it when the Survey Corps, just like the scouts, put together one of their genius plans. It doesn't always go exactly according to plan, but it's so fun to watch them just strategize. And I love that they show you like midway through the actual action, like how they came up with the plan. So it was a great action episode. The Rod Race Titan was horrifying. Like I've thrown a lot of shade, you guys. I've thrown a lot of shade at, the way that some Titans are a little unsettling in nature. Let me tell you, none of them compare to the look of that Titan. And the scene where it's just the gut. He spilled his guts. He spilled his guts. He quite literally spilled his guts. I mean, it really went from feeling like typically it feels like kind of like a monster kind of, like a monster movie with the way that the Titans are like just so large and like smashing everything up and eating people. That really felt like not just a monster movie, but like a horror movie. Like that felt like supernaturally terrifying. So huge kudos to them on that design. That was, and the manga creator and the people who animated it and brought it to life here. It looked spectacular. But it was a great action episode, and it was a great, great, great character episode as well, because seeing Historia and all of the flashing she was having as she took out her dad, and the fact that you could like see that it was the dad when she cut, it was really good. And I'm just so proud of her. I love what they've done with her, and it really snuck up on me. There was no like, here's this girl, and nudge, nudge, she's gonna be super important. She's just always kind of been there, and now she's like in my heart. And they've just built her up as like being this amazing character. So I was really glad everyone saw like how hard she was working to try and protect them from the Titans, because I think that'll go far in like her getting along with the people and everything. So we had a great little moment where Eren beat himself up, literally beat himself up. I loved just kind of the parallels with like the little kids that he was watching, and sort of like even calling it out that they were kind of like the three of them when they were so little when this all first started. And the Rod Race Titan like peering over like the Colossal Titan did, that whole effect was great. But it was nice to see that like he finally came to grips with the fact that they're there, they're helping, they're protecting, and that's the difference. And yeah, he might not be like, as trump cards go, maybe it didn't turn out he was so exclusive when it comes to the whole Titan thing, but maybe he's not the most powerful Titan, or maybe it took him a little while to figure out how his powers worked. But there's importance in any individual who is protecting. I think that that was my takeaway from it. And I think that's what he realized after beating the weaker version of himself out, quite literally. So we ended off the episode with a little tease about Kenny. So ever since they introduced Kenny, I wanted to know more about him. And a few of you probably remember a while back during the theme song, I had mentioned, it's so funny, I should be wearing this shirt when I say this, that I had like this awesome dream about Kenny from Attack on Titan, but he was also Kenny Omega. So I'm highly interested in the character of Kenny, needless to say. But I knew from a few episodes back that it sounded like his plan was like he thought maybe he was going to be king. He was going to use the serum and become a Titan and I guess eat Eren and get the race powers. And last shot, we see him. He's like all jacked up and he's got the serum. So this should be interesting. I'm hoping for like a Kenny episode. But none of the episodes have been disappointing, so I say let's go ahead, get started, and see what this show has in store for us now. Let's go.
この世に俺より強い奴がいるなんて思いもしなかった。これが巨人ってやつか。本当に嫌がったとは。
That's one of the race family.
赤間家の末裔ではなかろうか。であれば、私に刃を向ける理由は彼自身にある。
Oh!
やらないのだろ。俺がしてもう一度チャンスをくれよ。圧倒的な強者を前にした俺は脆かった。 なんせ文字通り握りつぶされた。
Oh!
暴力が全てだった俺はその支えを失ってしまった。
That's really hard to... Oh! It's really hard to read these at the same time. It's totally worth it.
恨みなんて大して許してくれ。
Wow.
こんな小さな壁の中にさえ楽園を築けなかった愚かな私。 あれほどの力を持った王が下船を相手に神戸を垂れ上がる。巨人にも度肝を抜かれたが、それ以上に自分の中の何かが大きく
I'll bet, yeah, that was unexpected.
たいと伝え、ウーリはうなずいた。
And that's how he ended up on their side. Oh, no. Is that his sister? Oh, it is Levi. Oh. Baby Levi.
それとご近所付き合い、挨拶の仕方、言い方とナイフの振り元に下った。俺はさあな。
I think he knows.
そう、この世で一番偉いのはこの世で一番強いやつのことを示す。 力さえあれいいんだよ。少なくとも妹みたいな最後を迎えることはねえだろうからな。
Wow, what a
私はもう長くない。
awful life.
私は楽園を築き上げたいのだ。
What does that mean?
暴力を信じているほかなかった我々を友人にした者は一体なんだ。
Oh God, the Titans? Like having to unite against them? What is it with him and that? Okay.
どうしてお前は死さえすれば誰でも同じなのか。
It's like passed down.
俺でも。
Oh.
これケニー・アッカーマン。 切り裂きケニーとかいうダセい呼ばれ方もしたな。
If you like dumb
お
names.
前らみたいな憲兵のエリートの喉を飽きるほどかっきったりしてきた罰なんだが、まあいろいろあって、この新設された対人立体機動部隊の隊長を務めることになった。
Wow. That's quite an introduction.
人間と残された領土をめぐり争い合う。それが我々の存在意義ですね。この壁のルールに従い、我々が兵団組織を上り詰めた結果がこれです。
He's like, I like you.
安心しろ。調査兵団の対抗組織なんて大義名分。俺が考えた建前に過ぎねえ。
What?
議会のクソどもをうなずかせるクソ用の方便だ。何のためだって？
Yeah.
それは全ては大いなる夢のためだ。
That's what they were really... Okay. And that's when they were talking about him making his dream come true. Is that why he wanted it? He wanted it to be... Did he just want compassion? Oh my god! He didn't want the power, he just wanted compassion. That's so sad. That is so sad. Because I thought he wanted to do it for the power. Ackerman family, a family of warriors who once served the royal government. They began to be persecuted after distancing themselves from the royal family. Details are unknown, but some experience a mysterious awakening and gain abilities exceeding a typical human. So that's what we saw a few episodes back when, like, they were talking about it, and Mikasa, like, flashed back to that scene when she was a little girl, and, like, we saw, it almost looked like Titan lightning. But instead of turning into a Titan, she just turned into, like, a super fighter. Okay. So I wonder if the Ackermans kind of go all the way back with the Race family, and the Race family seem to be, like, the original Titans. At least that's how it seems. I wonder if, like, the Ackermans have some kind of, like, original power as well. Where did they get all these powers? Where do these families get all these powers, you guys? Was it aliens? That would be new. Not gonna lie. Oh, that's why he ended up all messed up. He didn't inject it.
俺が見てきたやつらみんなそうだった。酒だ、王様、夢、子供、力。
Oh.
何かに酔っ払ってねえと。
Everyone's got a driving force.
英雄か。
Oh.
ケリー。 知っていることをすべて話せ。主内容はなぜ人類の存在を望まない。
That would be nice to know.
だが、俺らが我慢が対立した理由は
Makes sense. Ooh.
本当は
Brother.
なんだ。ただの兄貴だ。
He never even knew. He's just like, oh. But he was all he had. Oh, he's gonna die. Oh, this is their coronation? Oh, there's... Yay! Aww. Okay, so he was in control of him. Aww. Yay! Oh, they did plan it. Okay. I thought it just like happened. I'm like, wow, that ended up nice. Oh, so royal and majestic. Long live the queen. Dang. Oh my god, I love it. Oh. Oh my god. That scene was everything. Whoa, wait, what? What?
座標の奪取を優先。当然だろ。ここで待ってりゃ、あっちから来るんだし。
Oh my god. He was the one calling the shots. I wondered like who they were working for. All right, you guys, let's talk about that episode because it was just so much at once because we had this tragic story about Kenny and I was just saying I wanted to know more about Kenny and like here we go with his backstory, or maybe not full backstory, but knowing a little bit more about his exact deal and the whole thing, and him being friends with Historia's uncle, Uri, who seemed like it seemed like whoever was king and like had the founding Titan power was really like benevolent. Yet how can you like stand there and preach like love and peace and everything when he said something interesting. He said humanity is fading and he wanted to build paradise. That's what Uri said. Now I wonder what that meant, because all we've really gotten so far about why the people in charge refuse to do anything about the Titans and they perpetuate the whole thing of like the walls and everything is like peace. So I'd be really curious to know what exactly is the idea behind, somebody had to create all those Titans. Why do that? Why build the walls? Why keep humanity in captivity? A couple people now, Uri, and also I feel like Reiner Bertholdt mentioned it a while back, that like humanity is kind of like trapped and they're like not long for this world. The only thing I can think is, and I know Pixies kind of alluded to this like way, 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 way back in season 1, that like a long time ago, like people were fighting and if you kind of like give them a common enemy, they'll stop fighting. Or if you build the, I forget exactly what he said, but there was like an old folk legend about like, it kind of like occurred to me then, like, what if that's our situation? So maybe it's like something like that. And it sounds like the Ackermans are one of the like noble families that's immune to the memory wiping. And Kenny making peace was the reason why like the other Ackermans didn't have to live in hiding anymore. Because I was wondering about that. I'm like, but it didn't seem like Mikasa and her family like lived in hiding, like they seemed all right. So I guess him doing that like helped the whole like other family. Levi is the nephew. Can we talk about Levi for a minute and his horrible, horrible life? Like we knew he had a rough life just from No Regrets. But like to think that before that, his mother, I mean, to be a kid born into that, like, profession, I mean, that's that's gotta be, that's gotta, like, that couldn't have been a good life. That could not have been. It did not look like a good life. Let's put it that way. It did not look like a good life at all. And he was like starving and his mother was dead. Oh my God. Poor baby Levi. Poor Levi. It really blew my mind that Kenny just wanted to like experience the feeling of like being a good, caring, compassionate person and everything by like using the serum and like assuming all of the like the past memories and everything, I guess. Like he was after that. He wasn't even necessarily after the power, and in the end like he decided not to even do it. Cuz I thought it was kind of like he doesn't seem like the like I want to rule the world type, you know. But I didn't really know him, so oh, that's even more sad, you guys. That's really, really sad. That he just wanted to like feel something, you know, like not that he didn't feel anything, but like he wanted to feel what that like what he saw the effect of like all the other people who, you know, it was passed down and everything to kind of like have that experience. Wow. So still a lot of questions, I love the scene where his story I love that Mikasa was egging her on, so Mikasa's still, like, not about Levi at all. It would have been so funny had they turned out to be brother and sister, because they just don't like each other at all. But even, like, that they're family, probably, like, distant cousins or something, was pretty funny, considering she is not about... I mean, she can get along with him now and everything, but she's still just kind of, like, not about Levi. Historia, working herself up and like going, I love it. So they did plan for her to do the crushing blow, the killing blow. Wow. Long live the queen, you guys. Also, what in the world with the Beast Titan? And I guess I should have known the Beast Titan was the one in charge of like the whole like warrior clan. But they're after Eren now. So, which we already knew they were after Eren, but they're still like actively after Eren. All right. I'm really getting on in the season here. I know it's kind of split into 2 parts, and I believe I just watched episode 10? Yeah. I just watched episode 10, and I know that 12 kind of marks like almost like the end of the first story of the season, so I'm really closing in on that now. I have been having a blast with the season, knowing more, learning more, and just having all these new questions and mysteries opened up. Wow, I'll tell you what, it was worth the wait. It was really worth the wait. From like not knowing what in the world was going on in like seasons 1 and 2, and just only like getting little tidbits of info here and there. And there's still a ton of great mystery left, which I love that like it's not just like, oh, okay, that was it. Okay, cool. All right. You know, with still like more seasons to look forward to, but like not really knowing where they can go from there. So, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens next. I had a blast with it. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.